Hello, it is freaking December, which means 2020 is so close. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't believe how fast this year has gone. So what I wanted to actually talk to you about today is vision boards and how you can use vision boards for 2020 to really help you create the life that you're craving. Or people that learn through visuals like reading, watching, etc., etc. This vision boards are perfect for you. You can create a vision board through digital programs now like Canva, but I actually prefer your old school trusty vision boards, which I will pop here for you. So I have two different ones. So there's one here. This is the one that's at my office, and then there's one here, which is at my home, because I'm not always at my office, so I still want to be able to focus on my goals when I'm at home. I'm going to share with you today the step-by-step process on how I create my vision boards. So the first thing I do is I have in the center of my vision boards my why. My one at my home doesn't have my why on it, but it's in the mix. But my vision board at my office has in the center my why, which is my family. I do everything that I do is for my family, and also the freedom I have to spend the time I want to spend with my family, and also on the things that make me feel really good. The reason why I have my why on my vision boards is because it motivates me to stay in the lane of my goals, because if I don't have that reminder, I tend to procrastinate quite easily. So number two is actually to collect photos that truly move my soul. So if I'm wanting to buy a house in the rainforest, I'm not just going to look at photos that just go, oh yeah, that's a kind of ish nice house. I will put photos of houses in rainforests that I'm just like, bro, that is a delicious house. Like I want ones that really make me go, oh, that's so good. I also have photos of myself at what I would say is when I felt the most confident and happy in my body, like with the way I actually looked on my vision board, because I don't want to be comparing myself to someone that's not even me. I'd rather compare myself to someone that is me. And while I know that, I've had a baby since those photos, it's still a really good guideline compared to it being like Kim Kardashian as an example, because I know I'm never going to be her. Not that I personally find her attractive anyway. And also for holidays, I find photos that are from photographers of places that I want to see, because I want those kind of impactful photos, not just the ones that you just find in a brochure. Number three is I actually find powerful affirmations and quotes that still align with everything I want to achieve. So one of the biggest ones I have in there is feel the fear and do it anyway, because sometimes I get stuck in my fear, and I know that if I just push through it, I'm going to achieve the things I want to, rather than it holding me back. I'm just going to look at my vision board now because it's to my left. So other things I have on there is like, I am worthy of everything I want and more. Drama does not walk into your life. Either you create it, invite it, or associate with it. So that's just like a reminder of my own boundaries. It is a disservice if I do not share my gifts to the world. So that's another powerful one, which was related to my fears. A question I ask myself is, who do I need to be to have that dream? Today I'll love myself enough to exercise. So they're the kind of things that I have written on my vision board as statements to remind myself of what I'm achieving. Another thing that I have done with this particular vision board that's at my office is I've actually written a list of things that I can do daily, weekly, fortnightly, and monthly to keep me in check, because the way to freedom is through self-discipline. Now, so many people feel like, freedom is freedom and I can do whatever I want, but you need self-discipline along the way to have that freedom. As an example, like if you want to have that freedom of going on that holiday at any time of the year, you need that self-discipline to either create the money or to save the money in order to go on that holiday. So having the list, which I have like a daily checklist that's separated into daily, weekly, fortnightly, monthly, and bi-yearly on there, that just keeps me in check of the things that I need to do every single day to get me towards the things that are on my vision board. It could be putting money into my savings account. It could be checking in with my accountant to see if there's anything I could reduce in my outgoings. It could be going for a walk every day. It could be drinking my water. It could be anything. Like there's all these different things. Meditating. Monthly I can check my emails for houses on Mount Tambourine and Mullaney and all those kinds of places. Like these are things that I can do that gets me towards my goals. So I would recommend you creating the same thing. You can watch a video on that in the future, which it's coming up very, very shortly. So please subscribe to this channel so you get it. And it will be a video on how to break down the big goals. So that's how you can create your big goals and putting it into a daily list like I'm talking about now. Having that list also is amazing because on the days where you feel like you don't know what to do to get you moving forward, you can always come back to that list and be like, what have I done on that list to get me moving forward? And it reminds you that patience is key and consistency is also extremely important. So they're the top 4 things that I do to create my vision board. And then the next most important thing is to obviously put it somewhere where you're going to see it. There's this thing in your brain which is called it's called the reticular activated system, the RAS. I think that's how you pronounce it. Basically what it does is when it sees the things in your eyesight, it goes to the RAS and it tells your brain to start focusing on those things. So that's why you've heard like where focus goes, energy flows. It's the same kind of concept of have you ever said you really love that red BMW as an example, like you really want to have a red BMW one day. And then all of a sudden you see all these red BMWs everywhere. That's because your RAS system has actually really started to filter everything out and see all these red BMWs. So having the vision board in your peripheral of vision, you don't actually have to physically look at it every single day, but as long as it's in your peripherals, your mind is actually absorbing those things so you can start focusing and seeing opportunities that were always there, but you were never focused on it because your mind was focused on things that weren't serving your future. I hope that makes sense. So that's why it's so important to have it in a place where you are going to see it daily. Sometimes that's why people have digital vision boards, because they have it as their wallpaper on their phone or their laptop, because that's something that they do see every single day. So that's all from me. I hope that helps when it comes to your vision boards. I would love to see your vision boards, so please feel free to message me on social media and show me your vision boards. If you have any questions in regards to creating your vision board, please ask me as well. I would love to help you with them. I'm always about helping you become the best version of yourself, so I would love to see them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.